Welcome to 4C with HR. I'm HR Johnson, local artivist in Summerville, South Carolina. And over 4C, we're going to drink a cup of coffee, have some conversations, and complete a conservation craft out of recycled items. Today I'm going to be showing you how to take some random bottles around your house and turn them into some beautiful butterflies for your yard or just a really fun kids craft. I hope you enjoy these. They're lots of fun. Okay, so here's everything we're going to use to make our beautiful little butterflies. So obviously we need our coffee for any project. Any two bottles will do. One of them, the one that you want to be the body, should have a lid. The other one for the wings doesn't matter so much, and it can just be any plastic that you can cut around your home. You can use any pokey tool. I have this lovely little pen that has a sharp point on it, and the sharp point helps me poke little holes in it. Any sort of box cutting tool will work. You may want a ruler. I'm probably not going to use it, but if you really want to measure stuff out, you can grab a ruler, scissors to cut out your wings, and of course if you want to paint stuff up, any type of paint, a couple of paint brushes, a little bit of water. Paint markers do work well for this project, and I also use Sharpies to draw out the initial markings. Also recommend that before you put any paint on there, you might just want to give everything just a little rough sanding, because it'll help that paint stick better. And the last item that I have here is a random bit from a notebook, a spiral notebook. These make great antennae, and you can use just about anything, a bread twist tie, anything you think might work in there for an antennae, any recycled little bit from around the house. That's all we're going to need to make these little butterflies. Okay, so we're ready to go ahead and start making our butterflies. I'm going to use these two bottles. I think this was a Sunny D bottle and this one was a shampoo bottle. But again, any bottle will work for this project. And so I've decided this one's going to be the body because it has the lid and a bright sunny yellow face. And this one's going to be some very beautiful purple wings. So I'm going to start out by giving everything a quick sanding here in a minute and measuring some things out. So I am going to go ahead and use the ruler to make it easier for you guys, and I'm going to grab my Sharpie here, any Sharpie, and I have inches, and it doesn't matter as long as you use some sort of standard measurement. And I'm going to go ahead and decide this is where the top is going to be. This is where the wings are going to go in there. So I'm just going to mark off a spot, and I'm going to use just like 2 inches as my guide here. So I'm marking, I'm going to go 3 inches actually. And the reason for that is it's just where the wings are going to sit in, and it's going to be about 1 inch across as well. After that, I'm going to come over to the wings bottle. And on the wings bottle, I'm going to go ahead and again, I'm going to mark about 1 inch, but I'm going to just use the ruler itself to trace it. So I'm just coming down here 3 inches on either side of this little ruler. And from here, you're going to go ahead and draw out your wings. Okay, so sometimes you realize that you can't see what you're doing in the video. So just to rewind, so over here I've got 1 inch wide little dashes going widthwise, and they are 3 inches apart from each other. Over here, I just used either side of the ruler. I just traced along it, and 3 inches apart, and then I rounded that out. So now it looks a little bit like a little popsicle. And then I'm going to draw wings from that. So just round shapes for your wings. Nice big circles on there. And you can go however big or round you want. If you want really huge wings, you could just make the wings meet at the back of the bottle. So you could really bring these out and have some huge, huge wings on here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut out these parts and go from there. Okay, so now we've got 2 things that look like this. I've got the bottle The one that has the lid on it has an inch slit going in this way and an inch slit going in this way, and those are 3 inches apart. And I have from my other bottle a butterfly, and honestly you can stop right there and you do have a butterfly out of a bottle if you're doing like a kids party and you need a way to make some really cheap, cool, fun stuff for the party. Your extra bottles around your house can do so much for you. So this piece should look like this. You've got 4 wings going there. You could easily do 6 wings or more wings, or shape them however you like. And the beauty of this is that you do not have to do anything for assembly other than decide kind of which way you want your wings to go. And then you're just going to stick this part into the slat on one side. And you're going to bend it up a little bit and stick the other end into the other one. And your wings are on and assembled. As easy as that, no adhesive needed. It's actually not going to come out, but if you do want to throw a little dot of paint or something under there and let it dry, you'd be good to go. So at this point, if you want to paint, you could go ahead and paint. I'm going to leave this like this for now. That's why I chose these purple, beautiful, lovely wings here. And I'm going to move on and show you how to give this lovely a face. Okay, so we're here, we've assembled our wings. Now we're going to go ahead and put a face on here. Before you take the lid off, it's important to see where the top is and just very quickly mark where your antennae are going to be. And somewhere near the top, but you don't want them all the way to where they're going to touch the inner rim here. You can't put the hole like right on top of that, that won't work. So, whoop, and where you started it might change up where it ends up on top. So measure that out before you start. Decide where you're going to put those antennae. You can even throw a little smiley face on there while you're there if you want to, or you can paint that on later. It's up to you. But once you do that, you can take this lid off. And at this point, you're going to grab whatever your little pokey tool is. As I said, I've got this nifty little pen tool, and it has a number of things. It turns into like a little X-Acto knife, among other things. And one of the things that has a little pokey thing. And I'm going to poke some holes right there for these antennae. And I actually find it's easier to use one longer piece of this than 2. If you're using twist ties, you might want to do it differently. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull that out just a little bit. And one thing I forgot to include in the supplies list, you might want some little snips so you don't mess up your scissors trying to cut something like a twist tie or something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and just snip this right on off. And I'm going to stick it on through both of these pieces. So I'm going to go to the back here. And you might need to widen that hole out. You might find you go to stick it through and you have some trouble. Just kind of stick it in there and spin it around. And you're going to go ahead and stick those antennae through there. Once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. And then I'm going to stick the other end through the other hole as well. And pull it through as long as you want. You may want to trim them up. You may want nice and long ones. But just like that, your antennae are on there. And you can put that lid back on. And again, you might need to make sure that you're lining it up correctly. So the eyes start from the bottom. Whoop. We spin this around and get it to the right position. Make sure you get it lined up. And there you go. We've got our beautiful little butterfly. Don't need any extra glue or anything. And you can just go ahead and decorate this. I'm going to go ahead and decorate this, and then I'll show you what it looks like as a finished product. Okay, so that is it. I threw a little bit more paint on there with my paint marker, decorated them up a little bit, but you don't have to. But again, this is a really fun project for kids. You can sand the outside and put some other paint on there. Again, paint markers work really well. You can also open the bottles up and just put paint inside and shake it up and just get some really fun, interesting stuff. Another thing I've done with these is use glow-in-the-dark paint, and then you can leave them out during the day and they light up at night. To help dry the paint, if you do it on the inside, you can use a hair dryer or a heat gun so you don't have any mold or moisture issues that come of that. But I hope you've enjoyed this super cute craft. I am hoping to share one craft with you a month. Next month we're going to work on super cute little jumping frogs. They actually jump. This guy's been jumped a lot, so he's kind of jumped out. But this is made out of soda bottle. This is made out of a soda bottle. Some flowers and stuff down there made out of a soda bottle. This is all made out of a soda bottle. So the point of these, again, we're going to have some coffee. We're going to have some conversations. We're going to have some crafts that can serve our waste. And I really like to share with people the beauty and potential in everything and everyone, and that's the point of what I do, so I'm excited to keep sharing that with you, and I hope you remember the beauty and potential in yourself. If you'd like to check out more, my website is renewedviews.com. Again, this has been H.R. Johnson in Summerville, South Carolina. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and stay awesome, y'all.